Well, good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Check-In Show. I am so glad you joined us. I'm Chris. If we haven't met, how do you do? This is the weekly check-in with the people of Compass Church, because if we ever needed to check in, now is the time that we need it. So I'm Chris. I'm the pastor at Compass. My wife Terry is up there sitting at the table.
Howdy.
My dog Echo is slurping loudly, making mouth noises. Let me tell you what I can hear right now from my dog drinking water up there. No, disgusting. Got a good show tonight, I think. We got a little bit of a job interview called You're Hired. It's going to be happening later. We're going to be checking in with Larry Wright and Kevin, our worship and youth pastor. We're going to take a look at some of my family's texts and, just... Terry says, oh no, she doesn't know what's happening. She never knows what's happening. That's the beauty of everything that happens in our house. The beauty of the pandemic, one of my favorite things about it, is that my wife has no idea of anything that I'm going to say when we go live, ever. Literally ever. That's what keeps me going. That's what keeps me alive. If she knew, I'd just be like, you know what, let's just pack it in and wait till this thing's done and then we'll have church again. But since she doesn't know, I can keep on soldiering. So yeah. Man, we're going to kick tonight off. A little segment I like to call Our Family Chat. All right. Our family chat. This is literally stuff that comes from the text thread that my family shares. Our text thread is called Our Family. And we like to share stuff back and forth quite a bit. And I wanted to share with you some of the things that my family is passing around between ourselves. And this first one is just adorable. This comes to us from the St. Louis Zoo. Okay, like what is cuter than a bunch of bears making their own wave pool? Adorable. But not everything that goes around our text thread is adorable. And some of it is troubling and worrisome. And that would include this next video.
Now I'm so happy to say that today the bald eagle is no longer an endangered species.
We can really make a difference.
Yeah, I guess you could say she's relieved about that.
Oh, there's more. Actually, this next one's really cute too. It really alternates cute and dumb and ugly and gross. But here's another cute one for you.
This is Sky. She's born deaf. When it's time to go for a walk, she doesn't understand. This is how we tell her. We just thought the world should see this.
So cute.
Isn't that sweet? You know what? I wish Echo was deaf.
No. Stop.
She's right there. Hey, Echo.
She's not deaf though. She's coming to
She
you.
just heard me. Hey, baby, where you at? Oh, she's my baby. You also notice too that a lot of the stuff that goes around on our family chat is animal related. So that's just animals and Disney. Animals and Disney. Guaranteed it's going to get shared. I think my dog's going to throw up. Terry, you want to take
Yep, Echo, come on. Outside. Not now.
That's so one of the things we've learned over quarantine about our dog is that I don't know why she's throwing up lately, but when she needs to throw up, she gets this big stupid smile on her face like this. And then she starts going and that's what she was doing next to me. Wow, we're live. All right, this next video is probably this one's my favorite. This one, I watched this one on our family text thread over and over and over again. I guarantee you will want to watch it over and over again. It's priceless.
So we've had squirrels getting in our attic. And my wife is now standing on the counter because she's freaked out and thinks one has somehow gotten in our bathroom, which is physically impossible. Suze, it is literally impossible.
There is a squirrel in there. I hear it.
No, I'm telling you.
Don't open that door.
I got a stick.
No, you call the exterminator right now.
Watch,
Call
dude.
Brandon,
Watch.
Brandon, Brandon.
Watch.
What?
What did I just tell you?
I know it did.
There literally is nothing in here. Literally nothing. 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 I'm looking everywhere.
I know it did.
I love it. I love it so much. I would, if I could go back and show you the last 3 seconds, I would, but I can't. But I'll find a way to share that. Oh my gosh, it makes my side hurt. Some other stuff that goes around our family chat are pictures. This picture is of, again, our vomiting dog Echo. When our kids were little, they used to play this game called Passion Paws, and they would dress up. Cameron, you can come. Like they would dress up Echo in her. They would dress Echo up in little dresses, and they would play Passion Paws, and Echo would walk the runway.
She was so
And she would turn,
proud.
and then she'd walk back.
She was so proud.
And this was her giving us her best pose. She's gorgeous. Now, there's some other stuff that got shared just a little bit ago. Terry's mom, kid's grandma, was cleaning out her house, and she found a bunch of old notebooks that our kids had colored in and drawn in, and she was flipping through it and found just really sweet stuff. And so I thought I would share with you some of the sweet stuff that we found that our kids had drawn. Now, you can see here, I guess I'm not positive who drew this. I assume it was Cameron because she was the oldest, and it looks like a firm, steady hand. Like kind of a princess in a dress type scenario. And then above it, it looks like maybe there's a mermaid. Where do I have mermaid? Like right there. There it is. Little mermaid happening. So that's nice. Our kids are nice. Oh, and then it bounces over to the next page, and it looks like they're trying to figure out something about songs, maybe their favorite songs or songs they wanted to sing, or their top singers. And Trin's songs were about a vampire princess, so that's kind of sweet. And Rosalina from Mario. My kids are cute. I like it. Then it goes a little bit further. They started writing some lyrics: "Jingle bells, poopy smells, Calvin laid an egg." Very, Cameron.
I feel like that was.
It had to be you.
I feel like most of that notebook is.
So at this point, I'm still proud of my kids. And then we flip the page to the next picture, just literally unearthed archaeologically. And this is what we find.
Ah, that was me.
You need to take that down. Other way.
Ah, what? Yeah, Terry's like, you need to take that down.
She says it's a butt.
Cameron says it's a butt.
It's like a butt to me.
It's a butt and a toilet with some stuff in it. Oh, my kids. I'm so proud of them. They're the best. So listen, you're at home. You're posting on social media. You're putting your stuff up there. Everyone can see it. And I just want you to know we're watching. We see what goes up there. And what goes up on social media is fair game. So this is a segment we like to call Creeping Your Socials. All right, this first one I just found this week, and it's indescribable, really. And this is from Nick Gundy, our own, Compass's own Nick Gundy. And just show us what you got, Nick.
Hi everybody, this is Nick, and it's juggling time.
parents, Nick is available for your child's next birthday party. Even if it's a virtual party, the man can juggle virtually. This next video I got, this actually was from Bob Clary, and Bob and his daughter, I don't know if they just got bored, but Bob's a fitness buff, and in addition to that, I think he went a little Corona crazy. Let's see what Bob did.
The following is an advertisement for personal and non-infectious conditioning, offered by Ann of Keep Your Distance Fitness.
Hello, my name is Bob, and I wanted to share with you today the success I've had with a particular program offered by Ann. Just a footnote as we start, just to let you know, I am a professional actor. I am getting paid to say these things, and I'm also related to Ann. On my own, I thought I was doing the right things, being in shape, working out, doing what I wanted to do, but I wasn't getting the results. I mean, an example, I was out running and this little girl, probably 8 years old, called me a wuss because I looked so slow. So I was introduced to Ann, and she began working with me on a program that was specific to my particular needs and interests. I feel more confident, I feel happier, I feel more fulfilled.
All right, I got this.
All right, you can hit Bob up on his socials. Check out his YouTube channel. Smash that like button. Smash it. You can subscribe. Bob is the next. Who's a YouTube sensation, Cameron?
Not Michael Jordan. Wait,
Bob's the next Michael Jordan.
Michael Jordan. David Dobrik.
Karen, you choked. You choked.
I don't know any.
He's the next Markiplier. Huh?
David Dobrik.
David Dobrik. I knew all these guys. I know everyone on YouTube now that all we do is YouTube apparently. All right, man, I'm just lost. Oh my gosh. Oh, you know what we do every week, because we are in quarantine? We feel like this. We feel like you need to know how to do stuff when you're at home in quarantine, and that's why we have created Quarantutorials.
Hello everybody, and welcome to Quarantutorials. Today I'm going to show you how to draw a bath. So first, you're going to want to get your notepad and your pen. You got to decide what type of tub that you're going to draw, and I am going to draw a clawfoot tub, kind of like that. Then you're going to make sure you get the claws on there. That's awesome.
Oh my goodness. Why is it a human foot?
Then you gotta...
Oh my goodness, look at that one. That's a real...
I'm sorry. Gotta add the claw.
Oh
the claw
my.
nails. Then you got the shower head where the water comes down. Don't forget the water thing here, I guess. And then also handles, hot and cold. Then you just fill it with water. Maybe some bubbles.
Oh my.
This is terrible. And there you have it. That's how you draw a bath.
That's how it's done. Nice human foot bath.
No hot water. Cool.
All right, this is the interview I did with Larry Wright and Kevin Kaufman, and interview it is. All right, Kevin and Larry, thank you guys for joining me on the check-in show. Are you guys excited to be here?
I'm ecstatic.
Very excited.
Really? Can you describe your level of excitement, Larry?
I'll describe it for him. He came prepared. Look at him. He's dressed in a suit.
I am prepared.
Well, I'm glad you're prepared.
I am prepared, at least from the waist up.
Yeah. The reason Larry's prepared is we have a little game I want to play. It's a little game called You're Hired. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to present some interview questions to Kevin and Larry. And I'm just going to ask them these things, see how their answers flow, see how they do. And at the end of this, we will determine which of these guys I want to hire. So you guys ready?
As ready as I'll ever be.
So I'm going to just start off. Larry, points for coming prepared for an interview. You're dressed for it. Kevin, I mean, I don't know if you're like coming to interview for like a skate shop or something, but if you are, well done.
The youth pastor position, right?
Okay. Well, you know what? Points, Kevin. All right, you guys are even. You're back even. If you could compare yourself with any animal, which would it be and why? Kevin, I'm going to let you go first.
I would have to be most relatable to the lion, because there's wisdom and there's strength and there's knowledge and just the king of the jungle.
Okay, so Kevin, I kind of wonder if you said lion because the male lions are extremely lazy and don't do anything, and the women lions are the ones who do all the work. So I'm just gonna jot that down. Larry, how about you? If you could compare yourself to any animal, which would it be and why?
I would have to say a monkey, because I enjoy just kind of swinging around and, picking insects out of my children's hair and eating them. And I've also been known to fling my feces when I get upset.
Wow, I don't know if that commends you for this specific job or not, but how about this? Larry, what do you think of garden gnomes?
They're terrifying. I'm absolutely convinced that at night they come alive and murder small children.
Wow. Well, there might be small children watching this right now, Larry. So, parents, I apologize. Do not watch Gnomeo and Juliet with your children, or Sherlock Gnomes, with either one. Kevin, what do you think of garden gnomes?
As a child, my uncle was watching a movie, and I don't even know what it was, but the garden gnomes came alive, and they were trying to murder them. So my personal preference is that I don't have garden gnomes around me on purpose. But hey, dealer's choice. If you enjoy having a creepy figure staring or standing outside of your window in your garden or on your sidewalk, and you enjoy walking out to that every morning, so be it.
Okay, next question. Kevin, why are manholes round?
Well, you see, here's what happens. So a lot of the time when, people that are in the blue collar work field, there is oftentimes where, you're working and...
I know Kevin well enough to know that this is like his I'm making stuff up voice, but continue. I'm enjoying it.
Yeah. Well, see, here's the thing. So I worked in construction for years and years before I was able to be in full-time ministry. And the one thing that I learned is that you will always gain weight. Okay. So like the first year of marriage, I was working construction in the first year. I put on 40 pounds. Typically the rounder you get, now there's guys that, they stay fit and they do their thing, but there's always a man pouch. Okay, nobody really realizes that. There's always a man pouch.
Okay, Larry, 2 questions then. I'm going to ask you the manhole question, but my first question is how much weight did you gain in your first year of marriage? All of it?
Yeah, all the weight.
All right, so the question though to you, Larry, is why are manholes round?
Why not? No, I think it's so that
Larry,
they don't fall in.
You know what? That is correct. The correct answer is a round manhole cover cannot fall through a round hole, whereas a square one could fall diagonally through. But I actually am going to give you credit for your first answer. Why not? Because it showed moxie and it showed leadership. I liked it. Deflecting a question to the questioner. I like it.
Yeah, that sounds like somebody who wants to overthrow a position, though.
You know what, though? I appreciate that. Listen, if I'm not working with people who are wanting to take me out and topple me every single day, I'll never stay sharp. I need knives going into my back 24/7. Okay, one last question, and a lot's riding on this one, because it sounds like a serious question, but how you answer it could go a long way. What is one surprisingly good thing that you have discovered in our current situation?
Yeah, I actually don't like going out that much, and so I'm actually enjoying being told that I have to stay in my house.
Okay, follow up to that. Larry, do you have pants on?
I do not.
Can you show what you have on, or is it not safe for the workplace?
I am wearing shorts. I am not completely nude from the waist down, much to your dismay, I'm sure. However, my pasty white legs have been known to scare small children and many adults. So I think I'm going to refrain from putting that on display.
Larry, thank you for the seriousness with which you are taking this whole process. I think I've gotten enough information. I'm going to wrap this up, and you both performed very well. I think you answered your questions very well. And honestly, if the folks want to comment in the comment section, and let us know who you would hire. I would appreciate that. That would be great. But honestly, based on today's performance, Larry, you're hired. Kevin, I'm going to hang on to you, though.
That's good. I'll keep in mind that you asked for knives to go into your back.
Well done. All right, guys, thanks for joining us. You did a killer job. And, man, I can't wait to see you in person.
Thanks, Chris.
See ya. Guys, we have a check-in show first, and that is this. YouTube just completely crashed, which means, across the board, our stream on YouTube stopped, which means this, that the check-in show had so many viewers that we broke the internet. High five, all of us. All right, it's time for the Bible part, and tonight's Bible part, I just want to tell you a little bit about the Bible, some history that maybe you don't know. The Bible was not written as one big book by one author. The Bible was actually written in different sections. Each section was a book that someone thought they were writing over the course of 1,300 years. It was written by around 40 different authors and is broken down into kind of two major sections. Now, there's this Old Testament, which is kind of the Jewish law and scripture, and then there's the New Testament, which came after Jesus, and everything that came after him kind of led to the New Testament and fed into the New Testament. And I've had a lot of questions in the middle of this kind of quarantine period about people asking, how do I read the Bible? I started in Genesis and I just got lost and I didn't like it. And can I just tell you, if you're coming at the Bible for the first time, don't start in Genesis. In fact, don't start at the beginning and don't start at the end. Genesis and Revelations will make you never want to read the Bible again. Probably. The best place to start reading the Bible is to start with the person who the Bible is at the center of, and that is Jesus. So at the beginning of the New Testament are these 4 books called Gospels: Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John. 4 books, each of them written by different guys with different perspectives who are writing about the life of Jesus. So 4 biographies of Jesus's time on earth. And if you are starting for the first time, I recommend you either read John, which literally in the book of John at the very end, John is like, if this was the only book you had, it would be the only book you ever need. So John's like, my book's the best. I would recommend John, or I would recommend the book of Luke. Now, I like Luke because Luke is kind of written for skeptics, because he approached it like a journalist. Luke went and interviewed a ton of different people. He wanted to get all the angles and all the perspectives before he wrote his history of Jesus. So if you're coming at the Bible for the first time, don't start at the beginning and don't start at the end. Start with who matters, and that's Jesus. So start with the Gospels: Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John. Any of them will do, and you won't be disappointed. Well, that's the end of our show. Little commercial. Tonight I've been drinking out of my Disney Animal Kingdom mug. I always got my different Disney mug every time I live stream with you all here. And I want to send you out with something that Terry liked this week, that we all really like this week because we're Disney people. And maybe you just need to know that you're not alone, that somebody's with you. And that's what we want you to know. Thanks for joining us. I'll see you Sunday at our Compass live stream. I said this before, like us on our socials, connect with us, subscribe to our live videos so you know what's happening and know what's going on. Lots of cool stuff happening. We want to connect with you and we want you to grow in Christ. And have a great night.
I am with you with this letter. I am with you with this song. I am with you when you laugh at something silly I did wrong. Who cares about our whereabouts? I'm here and you are there, but I'm with you, and I care. I am with you as I write this, and I'm thinking of you now. And you're with me though you're somewhere else, and I can tell you how. Forget the notion that an ocean's keeping you from me. I am with you emotionally. I wish there was a looking glass that we could see each other through. discover it. And you'll see me, and I'll see you. But till they do, I am with you with this music. I am with you with this rhyme. I am with you if you need me any moment, anytime. Just close your eyes and picture us. What is it you see? I am with you, and you're with me. Gail? Would you please deliver this for me? I'll see you soon.